All right, time for another back test for the month of April. We're winding up the month. I think we've only got a few more tests to do, and then we'll be moving to March. And I just want to remind everyone that our database, multiple.ai or multiple AI, is going to be live pretty soon. Um, and we've got hundreds of tests. Pretty soon we'll be hitting the 1,000 mark in terms of the tests that we've got. You can't sign up yet, but this should be ready to go in the next few days. And we'll be sending out an email to our subscribers. And if you want to get access, let us know. Okay, so let's jump into the report here. This is on a channel called Blue Market Signals Free. And this is seems to be pretty obviously another one of these aggregator channels that I don't know where they get their signals from, but we see a lot of variation in signal format, signal terms, things like that. And I think this is kind of common. And in addition to this, our the AI system that we've developed to look for correlation shows us that this is pretty highly correlated with some of the other channels that we've tested. So the format's decent. It's just it changes a lot. So sometimes it'll be gold, sometimes it'll be XAU USD, sometimes it'll be they'll put hashtags in front of things. It's just it varies a lot. So it takes a bit of work if you're going to use a copier to set up a system that will actually accurately trigger. Right. But let's take a look at the report. And as usual, we do a $10,000 account. We do 0.1 size lots. We don't do any kind of fancy trailing stop, nothing like that. We just take the signals as they come to see whether or not the signal provider is profitable. And in this case, looks like we did $425, which would be about 4.25%. So not terrible. Equity curve doesn't look fabulous. It's okay, but not wonderful. And we can see most of the trades are Asia, or I'm sorry, not Asia, Europe and the US, at least for this month. Statistical scattering of wins and losses. We see our losses tend to cluster down here around this mark, which is nice. And then we've got a nice upward slope for our scattering of wins, right? So we have a higher reward than we have risk, which is something that we always want to see, right? Average holding time tends to cluster way down here. Like the minimal holding time was 3 seconds. 14 hours for the maximum, and 1 day and 1 day 29 minutes 32 seconds for the longest. A lot of gold and currencies. From what we can tell with this channel, and we've tested several months with this particular channel, there's a pretty even distribution of gold and currencies. So yeah, not terrible for this month, 4.25%. Yeah.